Right, Michelle? Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. Let's see if we can find us. Oh, there I popped up on YouTube and here I am on Facebook. Hey Michelle. Hi Chantel. Hi Kippy. Hi Jan. Hey Kathy. Let's interrupt it a little bit. There you go, move it. Sorry, I'm a bit discombobulated. I had a surprise visitor, someone I adore, and I haven't seen her in forever, but I didn't have time to prep for the live. Hi Doris. Kind of rushed in. Hi Deborah. Hey Mitzi. Madeline came to visit today. She's just leaving now. So it was a bit of a whirlwind visit. I haven't seen her in months and she popped in. So, yep, and that's her leaving. All right, so what I'm gonna do, so we've had this stencil in. It's a full pack of stencils. It makes this really pretty, kind of like a rose. It's called Belle of the Ball. But today I got in a die that goes with it. And this is a 5-piece die, so it cuts like a black or colored outline and you can put it over there. It also has words, have a wonderful day. So I thought we would try this and see what it's like. Unfortunately yesterday, because I had a class late last night that, I screwed up. The thing I was working on yesterday got shoved to the side and I didn't have time to find it. So that's why we're going to work on this. And that's fine. Okay. I had to come in early this morning and reshoot the video. Okay, so this is a 4-piece stencil system. I'm going to put it on my Sizzix platform. You don't need the platform to do this, but of course it is easier if you do. Let's put the paper in. I'm going to put the paper, I'll put the paper this way so I can save some of the paper. And let me line it up. Look around. Oh, I could line it up right here actually. Just want to kind of make sure my paper's a little straight. The zoom was terrible, Michelle. I did get focus on my desk. That was good. I figured out how to spotlight on me, but I screwed up the sound portion. So I came in early this morning and redid the whole video. One day I'll get it right. Okay, let's start with, let's use Kit Flamingo. Let's grab my tool. Third time is a charm for the zoom, I hope. I don't know how, you know what, I should grab a piece of paper. Let's grab the back of this and just see, let's pick our color palette. So we know we have 4 different colors, right? Because I'm just going kind of blindly here. Oop, too bright. Definitely won't use that one. Very bright, not use that one. Kind of glad I'm doing this now. That one I think will work. Let's get picked raspberry. One, two, three, and maybe another light one, spun sugar. Hey Yvonne. Okay, so we'll go with this. We'll go this one, then Pitch Flamingo, and then we'll go with either of these two. Okay. So let's start with spun sugar. Let's put that down. Hello, Michelle. I'll have to come up with, it'll have to be Michelle B for Michelle Brock and Michelle S. How's that? So I'm just going to put some ink down. Oops. Yeah, hopefully the next Zoom I'll get it right. But like I said yesterday, I remember how it was with when I first started doing the Facebook Lives, right? Total mess, and then you get it. And I do many, many Zooms, but not as the host. I should have pulled oxides. It might have been a little nicer, but that's okay. And of course this is very light, so you really can't see much of anything. Oh, thanks, Jan. Jan took the class last night. Oops. I think my ink pad's pretty dry. This one might be easier to do with the brushes, the blending brushes, rather than the tool. Now I've got a sponge sugar one, so oops. Let's put that here. And then we'll grab another one for Kitsch Flamingo. Make sure I didn't have any under there. And we'll switch over to stencil number 2. So 2 Yvonnes as well. So Yvonne B, how are you? I think this is one of those you probably need to figure out your color combinations first. And I'm moving light to dark. Yeah, Yvonne, if you haven't seen this yet, this is the Sizzix stamp and stencil tool. So it comes with this lid, a sticky grid sheet which is holding the paper down, and the stencil adapter. So you would actually like this for mixed media, and I'll tell you why. So basically, you can use the stencil adapter with actually any stencil. This particular one fits the Sizzix stencils, but they sell these little sticky things that you can adapt any stencil to it. It also comes with another attachment which people have seen me use. I'm going to pull that out and show you in case you haven't seen it, because this whole setup is genius, absolutely genius. Oh, let me just get some ink up here and then I'll pull the other piece out. And you guys are a captive audience because you really want to see how this is going to come out. So it's sold as the Stamp and Stencil tool. We just got it back in stock again today. And then there is this attachment. So you would take this off, which is the lid for the stamping part, and you would replace it with this. Right now we're using the stencil attachment, but you would replace it with this, and it means you can do mandalas or circle art. But the genius thing that goes with it is this. So this snaps on here. It makes this taller You put your stencil adapter or your stamp adapter or the other piece, and you can do it in your journals. So your art journal will fit, and you can stamp or stencil in it wherever you want. That's genius. There's no barriers on 3 sides, so you could have a big ledger, and you could turn your ledger, stick it down, and do your stamping or stenciling or whatever. It's absolutely a genius system. Okay, stencil number 3, let's go to Picked Raspberry. I'm going to see if I can find another foam. So in my frenzy last night, I put my foam somewhere else. So I found 2. So now you can start to see it because we're getting a little darker. Yeah, Doris, right? It's not so good for doing lives. I'm using it sideways because it is so big, but it means I can work on 12 by 12 scrapbook layout if I want. I can work in my art journal. I can do big pieces of paper, or I can do tiny little pieces of paper. It's a really, really very clever system. And we now don't sell any other stamping platform because it's such a genius thing. And so they also sell, Sizzix also sells, let me grab it to show you. Fabulous art journaling sets that come with matching stamps and layering stencils. And we have all of those in stock too, but it's just such a cool system. It really, really is. I'm a big fan. So you guys were completely right about the dance studio, and my theory of them being bodies in the suitcases was completely wrong because I heard noise from there today. So, yep, I was completely wrong about that. Let's see if we can get this one to work on here. I'm going to go with a bit lighter on the application because I don't want it to be so heavy. So we've had the stencil in stock, we just got the die in stock today. So if you already bought the stencil and you want to get the die, it's under just in. So I'm leaving on a 7 a.m. flight on Thursday. So I'll be shipping Monday through Wednesday. What I can get out. I will be late into the store on Monday because I have to do something with my mother and I have to be on the other coast for 9 o'clock in the morning. So I figured that's going to take us an hour, what I have to do with her. So I will be at the store maybe by 1 o'clock on Monday. So I was hoping to see the UPS guy today and tell him I was going to be late. Just going to come in a little bit darker. But I will do everything I can to get everybody's packages shipped. So, hey Belinda. Okay, let's see what we got. So I feel that my first couple of colors were too light. because you can't really see them. I can come back and make them a little bit darker. Maybe I'll find the, so stencil number 2. Let's see if I can find maybe the oxide, if I've got that one. Let's have a look. I know, right, Michelle S? I thought my thing was pretty plausible about the bodies. And I have a worn lipstick, so let's try that one. I'm just going to go over the Kitsch Flamingo and make it a little bit darker. I have no idea why they have to play the same like 5 or 6 bars over and over again. That makes me want to put them in a suitcase. Okay, that's better because it's a bit darker. So let's see what I can find other pink wise for the stencil number 1. I did, Belinda, yes. I did see your order from last night. I'm working on that. That will go out tomorrow. I didn't answer you because I was teaching a class. Let's see what I can find. Let's try abandoned coral, because I have that in an oxide. Let's just see. We'll try and be light-handed. Oops, wrong stencil. Number 3, I needed 1. Good job they mark them. But you can see he's already looking better, right? So number 1. I'm going to get one of those Zoom for Dummies books. I can read on the airplane. Oh, I know, yeah, I tend not to show my face. You'll probably see it though at the trade show. I have to be in all kinds of pictures there. Reluctantly. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So I got lots of things. So my flight, I think, is like 6.5 hours or something. I have I've got a big to-do list for the flight. How pretty that is. I think that's very pretty. The different shades. Now let me grab the die. Now this would be better. If I put the black on adhesive cardstock, but I'm not going to do that because you guys will die of boredom. But I'm going to cut this out of black. Let's see, where's my black? Use a piece of my favorite black. They don't make this anymore. So this is kind of a vintage black. And when I first bought the store, the company this was something I loved, and they were discontinuing this black, and I think I bought close to 10,000 sheets so I wouldn't run out. And we did sell it for a while. And then when it became I didn't have much left, I think I kept the last 1,000 sheets for myself. And I'm down to about 5 or 6. Loved it. Okay, so let's cut this. I'll be right back. But Doris, I have people come in the store and say, well, I hear Michelle McCosh. They recognize my voice. So you could recognize that, not my hands. Oops. That's good. Did that all over my table. Oh, wow. Just wow. Get that color peeking through. Isn't that pretty on a card? Maybe a Mother's Day or an anniversary or a get well soon or a thinking of you. Really, really pretty. I'm going to have to glue that down. Let me just get rid of my friends. Hang on. Okay. So I think that's really, really pretty. I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to take a photo and I'll pop it up online. You guys don't need to see that. But I really just wanted to show that the stencil has this lovely matching die. And I think you could actually do a mixed media background, even black and white, right? Any kind of mixed media background. Let's see if I've got anything in front of me I can just show you. Or any kind of background. That would be pretty. I think my bag with my mixed media papers is missing from the other day, so I can't show you that, but I think it's gorgeous. Right, so I'm going to glue it, I'm going to put a photo up, and we do have the die now in stock that goes with the stencils. Oh, thanks Jan, thanks Michelle S, thanks Pat, thanks Belinda, thanks Mitzi and Yvonne. Yes, I do, Yvonne, I do like Tim Holtz's black paper. 5,000 or 6,000, I must have said something with that, right, Michelle B, because I'm not sure now what I said. But yeah, I think that's a great combination. Okay, all right guys, I'm gonna go. It's gonna be, I probably can go live tomorrow. I'm not teaching a class on Saturday. We have a fountain pen meetup. So Selena and I are gonna work on a few things. I need to work on some cruise stuff and some shipping, and then maybe I'll go live in the afternoon. But everybody have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for putting up with my silliness, and I will, if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Monday. Night.